Welcome to the Long Shot and the Lock. My name's Luke, and this is my co-host Thomas. Man, you look good in that hoodie,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You had
It's
one
time to
hell of
go.
a week. That's why you're celebrating. You had one great parlay. You hit it. $100 winner. You're in a good mood. You got see that smile on your face. One hell of a week for you again, Thomas. You're just on a crazy heater.
$2,000 in a week, baby. Follow me, baby.
But yeah, Thomas, week 8 there's a ton of surprises here, man. I mean, we can start off from the top. Dolphins blew out the Falcons. I just think, Kirk Cousins sucks, like so bad. Bijan Robinson with only 24 rushing yards, Tua threw for 4 tutties. Are the Dolphins back?
Dolphins are not back. I don't give a damn what the players were saying. They were saying we are back running off the field. You beat Kirk Cousins. Relax. You guys are still 2-6. So Dolphins, I wouldn't buy into the hype right now. If I was a Dolphins GM owner, I would still try to sell some of these players off. Don't get cute just
Yeah,
because you won one game.
but do you think, we know Mike McDaniels, he's on the hot seat, but Raheem Morris on the Falcons, they are now 3-4. I don't really like the guy. I don't know if he's a good coach. Do you think he should be on the hot seat?
In that division, you got the Panthers, which are pretty bad. You got the Saints, who are bad. It's the Bucks, and the Bucks are struggling to stay healthy. You should be taking that division.
But 3-4 is just unacceptable, you're saying.
Pretty much. You got Bijan Robinson, which is arguably one of the better running backs in the NFL right now. Drake London. You have no receivers outside Drake London, but you have Kyle Pitts. That's average. Your offensive line's not that bad. Your defense has been playing pretty good, so you shouldn't be 3-4. And you shouldn't have lost to the Dolphins by damn near 20 points or something like that.
24 points, 34-10. What a shocker that was.
I think everybody was shocked.
Tua had pink eye. Is he better with pink eye?
It probably didn't change his vision much. He was probably like, I was seeing like this last week anyway, without pink eye. So yeah, Dolphins still suck. They're not making it to the playoffs. It's going to be a lost year anyway. If the Dolphins to make it to the playoffs would have to go on an 8-win streak, and that'll be insane. Yeah. I don't think they have it in them. Right? There's like 9 games left in the season, and
that's a lot of games to win in a row.
There's no way the Dolphins win out. Not when the Patriots are playing like they're playing, and the Bills are
the Bills.
Up there. There's no way.
There is
a way. Bills, there's a very small chance.
Yeah, very small chance. But talking about the Bills, they went into Carolina and they beat the Panthers by 31, 40-9. James Cook ran for 216 yards and 2 tutties. Bryce Young did not play. Andy Dalton was behind the center. Anything you take away from this game besides maybe the Bills can get some momentum off this after losing 2 straight?
That was expected. This was pretty much like a scrimmage practice. This is just to get the players warmed up for the following week. You're playing the Panthers, who already suck. And then you take away Bryce Young, who's, he's not the best, but Andy Dalton, still, it should have been a game you guys won by a lot, and you guys showed everybody that you could win by a
lot. The coach went out and said, hey, Chuba Hubbard is he's our heart and soul, but Rico Dowdle, he deserves way more touches. That was a long story short what he was saying. I agree, man. Rico Dowdle needs the ball. He should be the lead back. Give 20% to Hubbard, if that, but 12 carries for 34 yards for Hubbard, 8 carries for 54 for Rico.
Yeah, Rico's playing out of his mind right now. He's playing exceptionally well. He's playing his way into play time. That's what's going on right now.
Yeah,
you can't bench somebody that's running like that. You really can't. If you're a coach and you bench Rico for Chuba Hubbard, you're not going to have a job at the end of the season. They can be like, why the hell did you bench this dude who was running like 200 yards a game for a dude that barely is touching 70 yards?
Because he has heart.
Rico's playing with a chip on his shoulder. I'd keep the angry man on the field. Rico's playing with a chip on his shoulder. Rico's playing for a reason. Chuba Hubbard's, I don't know if he's banged up or what. He's not playing like the explosive back he is, and Rico is. So put Rico on the field. I'd say like a 70-30, 60-40 split at least in Rico's favor.
Yeah, I agree, man. There's no world where Chuba should get more carries than Rico. End of story.
There shouldn't be. Yeah, not the way he's playing.
Tyler Huntley outplayed Caleb Williams and Ravens beat the Bears by 14. Derrick Henry, two touchdowns, 71 rushing yards. Caleb had a crazy, horrible interception. They just cannot score in that red zone, Thomas. It's really bad for the Bears. The red zone is their worst end.
They need like a power back. I think that's where they're struggling. Make a really good power back. But if I'm the Bears, I'm hitting the panic button because it's like you lost to the Ravens with Tyler Huntley. We already called the Ravens were going to go on a streak, but that was before we knew Lamar was sitting that last week. But he's playing against Miami tomorrow. they're gonna continue that streak. It's gonna be a very long streak.
Is it
We already
official
said,
Lamar's playing tomorrow?
yeah, it's official.
So Lamar's back tomorrow. They're gonna beat Miami. They're gonna be 3-5 after tomorrow, and you expect them to continue the streak on and make the playoffs.
I really do. I think they might lose 1 or 2 games. The rest of the 8, 9 games they got left in the season, they're gonna pretty much win that out. I see
And
them going like 9-8, 10-7, or something like that.
the Bears, you think it's panic time. They're 4-3. They play Cincinnati coming up. They can't score in the red zone. They just signed CJ Gardner-Johnson. I like CJ Gardner-Johnson. I'm an Eagles fan. I know what that guy brings to the table, but he got cut from Houston. He couldn't make the Ravens team, and now he's with the Bears. We'll see how that goes. But why the panic button on the Bears?
They're not playing that well. I don't know what's going on. It's not like their players are all hurt. I mean, you still got
Mhm.
Swift out there, and they've been playing a little banged up because Swift has been hurt and Moore's been hurt. But you got Odunze. Where's Burden been? Burden's been like absent. Why draft him that high if you're not gonna play him on the field?
Second round pick.
Loveland hasn't been playing better than Tyler Warren. So I don't know why they drafted him over Tyler Warren.
10th overall pick.
And then Cole Kmet's been playing better than Loveland, if you could say that. So it's like the Bears aren't really an exciting team. I already
Mhm.
said it. I mean, I thought they were going to be better this year just because of the talent around Caleb. Like the offensive line got better. I feel like Swift is a really good back that gets overlooked. You got Odunze, you have Moore, you have Burden now, you have Loveland, Kmet. You were expecting Ben Johnson to get this offense rolling, and it's at a standstill. It's struggling. And you
Is
can't
it
say
a
it's
failure through 7 games?
I wouldn't call it a failure because they're still winning games, but this is not good. This is not the Ben Johnson you thought he was going to be on the Lions, and it's show. I mean, if you don't have the amount of talent that you had on the line, if you don't have an Amon St. Brown and a JMO and a Swift and a Montgomery and a Laporta, I mean, you have I wouldn't say similar. It's a little bit downgraded, but you have a okay offense. You just can't get it rolling, and you got to play the Lions. You still got to come play them again. I think they're in the Packers division, right? I believe it's the Packers, Vikings,
Lions.
Bears, Lions. That's a hard division. I mean, the
That's
Vikings
a tough
suck.
division, bro.
Carson Wentz being on the season-ending injury. You got JJ coming back. I don't think JJ is good, so they'll probably beat them out. But as far as the Packers and the Lions, I don't see the Bears beating them anymore. Not the way the Lions are picking up without their players, because Lions have
And the
nobody.
Lions already smacked them week 2. They smacked them.
Yeah, it's the Lions are gonna be a good team, and I don't see the Bears. They might be a year out. They might need to add some players. I don't know who they need to add, but maybe defensive. Maybe go all in on defense. I don't know. I mean, that's
I
tough
don't know either, man.
because
We'll
you got
see
a good
how it
offense. I
goes.
mean, you got more Dunze and Burden, and Burden hasn't really hit the field yet. You got Zacharias, or where's that? I think it's Zacharias. I think it is Zacchaeus
Zacchaeus, yeah.
out playing Burden. So it's like, why aren't you have your high draft pick on the field? I would have him on the field for reps.
Just throw him out there. See what can
Yeah.
consistently too. I agree. The Jets get their first win of the season off a Breece Hall touchdown pass to Mason Taylor in the back corner of the end zone. One hell of a pass, by the way, Thomas. Jets beat the Bengals 39-38. Breece Hall goes crazy. 18 carries, 133 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 catches for 14, and 1 touchdown pass for 4 yards. And Justin Fields, after all the controversy with the owner saying that he basically sucks, that's the reason why they're losing games. He came out and he played pretty well. 1 touchdown, no interceptions, ran for 31 yards, threw for 244. I think the Bengals, I mean, you got to win that game for the Bengals. You have to win that game. That was a must-win game for the Bengals, Thomas.
Luke, I need to have your reaction to this. You ready for this? This is on the spot. If you're the Jets right now, the Chiefs come knocking at your door, and they're trying to offer a 2nd round, 3rd round pick for Breece Hall. Do you bite?
Well, you have to take a 2nd or 3rd. You have to.
Isaiah Pacheco's down. Isaiah Pacheco got an MCL, and he hasn't been playing that good anyway. Now you just added an MCL. So now I think Hunt's going to take that backfield with ease now because they were pretty much
Smith. I let Bradshaw Smith, the receiving back, out there.
Yeah, but I have to say, Isaiah Pacheco is going to take a back burner. Now that he has an MCL sprain, he's not going to be the same for the rest of the year. You're going to have Hunt and Smith taking those carries.
Dude,
so
if anyone offers the Jets a 2nd or a 3rd, the Jets have to take it. I don't care if it's a division rival.
Even the Chargers. I mean, that's the luxury to have Amari and Hampton and then Breece Hall.
And Kamari Vidal's playing with heart. The guy, he can run.
Their running game situation's a little bit different because Amari is expected to come back. Vidal is playing good. With the Chiefs, though, Hunt's your best back, and I think he had like 5, 6 carries, something like that. He only had 2. It was like weird. I don't know. Their backfield's not. They don't have a solidified star on their backfield. If they can get that, if they could give Patrick Mahomes a Breece Hall, they're winning the Super Bowl, hands down.
That's just
I
way that's just so much
that's
weapons. You got Worthy stretching the
yeah.
field. You got Rice underneath. You got Travis Kelce underneath because Kelce had a great game. You're a proud dynasty owner of Travis Kelce, and now
Uh,
you add Brees Hall to the mix. With
that'd be
Mahomes
dangerous.
playing like Mahomes, dude, Mahomes is playing out his mind right now. QB1 in fantasy right now, and you know that pretty well, Mister. I got Mahomes on top of Banana Empire, and you must be a happy guy sitting there watching that Chiefs team.
I am, but if you listen, if I'm a Chiefs fan, if I'm a Chiefs player, right? I'm a Colts fan, right? And I'm saying this with my whole heart. If the Chiefs end up getting Brees Hall, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for the NFL to stop that because that offense is gonna be electric. I mean, Hunt hasn't been playing; he's playing average. But if you add a Brees Hall to the situation, that's gonna be rough. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
You
I think they would be
you
Super
would be
Bowl
worried
candidates.
as a Colts fan in the AFC.
I would. I mean, the Colts are playing out of this world too. I think it'll be a very high scoring game, the Colts and Chiefs game. I'm not gonna lie. If they play, Tre'Davious Ward should be back around week 10, 11. So I'm happy with that. Our cornerback finally come back. You know, we haven't barely had him all year. So if he comes back, I think we'll give the Chiefs problems. I think this is a statistic, right? The Colts are the only team Patrick Mahomes hasn't beaten yet. Look it up. The
Really? I
Colts are the
didn't know
only
that.
team Patrick Mahomes cannot beat for some reason. We just know how to beat them. So if we get to the playoffs, we would be a problem for the Chiefs because I mean,
Well, you're
our run
bleeding
game,
blue, bro.
it's hard for the Chiefs to stop the run game. It's been proven. If you got Jonathan Taylor on that run game with that offensive line, we are going to gape them. Let alone we don't have superstar receivers. We have star receivers. You know, Pittman's a star. Downs has been playing good. I mean, I like Downs. You like Pierce.
Warren's a star tight end.
Warren's a
already.
superstar tight end. Yeah, but you know, we don't have like superstar receivers, but our star receivers make it hard to match up because who are you going to guard? You can't double team Pittman and Downs and Pierce. We have a lot of weapons for some reason.
Well, Pierce is
And even
playing.
Warren.
He's one of the best deep ball threat receivers in the NFL. The guy, you literally just got to throw it up to that guy, and he gets it.
I would hope the Colts sign him back before they get to the offseason because if it gets to the offseason, it's going to be ugly.
We'll get to the Colts here, but this is a big shocker to us, Thomas. The Texans' offense came alive and beat the Niners 26-15, and CJ Stroud 30 for 19 passing, 318 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. And Mac Jones, I think the magic's wearing off. The magic is wearing off of Mac Jones, and he brought Purdy back. Christian McCaffrey had a pretty quiet game, man. I didn't know that. 8 for 25, 3 receptions for 43. What happened? All of a sudden, now the Texans are good on offense, or is it like a Niners problem? I mean, they lost Fred Warner. They lost Nick Bosa. I mean, it is kind of weird seeing that though, Thomas. Texans offense is alive again.
It's the Niners. The Niners are struggling on defense. The Texans have a really good defense too. Believe it or not, the Texans defense is really good.
They do have a great defense. Yeah.
Even last week, they were like what? They set the record. They had like 4 or 5 turnovers and they still lost on defense. For that to happen is unheard of. But their offense wasn't clicking. I mean, they get Nico Collins back. Hopefully, Joe Mixon comes back. They haven't closed the door fully on him yet coming back this season. I mean, if he comes back,
you love yourself some Joe Mixon.
I do have a lot of Joe Mixon stock, hoping he would come back. Because if he comes back, it'll give the Texans some life. If you put a Joe Mixon and a Nico Collins on that offense, it's gonna be rough. And then Shorts has been playing out of this world. They're tight end. So it's Jaden Higgins is looking like a bust. Noel is actually looking like the better receiver. So that Texans offense coming from you can say a biased Colts perspective. The Texans, it'll take a lot for them to catch the Colts, but they could probably catch a wild card spot over the Jags.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Because I think they're like 3-6 or something like that right now, or
3-5.
3-5. Colts have a 4-game lead on them. That's rough. But we do play them twice.
They got to get wild card.
We do play them twice towards the end of the season. So if they win both games, they could possibly win the division if they win out.
Yeah,
Still a possibility.
I don't know if they can. I don't know if that's going to happen, man. There's no way. But the Patriots beat the Browns 32-13, and Drake May keeps looking incredible. 3 touchdown passes, 282 through the air, 7 carries, 50 yards. Guy looks crazy. Dylan Gabriel. Gutkins went out with an injury. They're saying an AC joint sprain. And the Browns are just the Browns, bro. I mean, they just are kind of. There's not much to say about them.
At what point do you consider putting Shedeur Sanders on the field?
I think there needs some juice, right? They need juice. The Browns need juice, and Dylan Gabriel's not giving them that.
He's not. I mean, if I looked at the stats, because I'm trying not to be biased on Dylan Gabriel because they did draft him higher. He's not a bad kid. Really, he's actually pretty good if you look at his college career. But the receivers aren't clicking. Like, you have Jerry Jeudy, who was really good last year. He was like top 15 receiver. He hasn't really gotten the ball at all. Isaiah Bond was supposed to be a high draft pick. He fell because of his domestic violence situation. He signed on, but he hasn't been doing anything. But if you look at the receiving, 153 yards, Luke, and only one receiver caught the ball. I think it was Hannon,
Just thrashed,
Njoku, and
2
running
receptions,
backs.
yeah.
Other than that,
I
he's the only receiver to catch a ball. Like, he's not. That means he's not throwing it down the field. If you catch what I'm putting down, he's throwing these short dump offs to the running backs and tight ends. So what's going on with Dylan Gabriel? I mean, at some point you have to say, listen, the fans are asking for Shador. Why not give him? If he's on the team, why not play him? Because at some point you have to try something for the Browns organization. When he's on the field, it'll give them some more juice. Even if he doesn't do good, throw him on the field for a few weeks just to show the fans he's not good. But you have to throw him on the field at some point.
You gotta give him a shot. Gotta absolutely agree with that, Thomas. I think they need to get him out there. I think it's time.
And
They're
Dylan
2 and
Gabriel hasn't
6.
been
What
playing.
the hell are you playing for?
He hasn't really been throwing. Like, I'm expecting him to throw for some yards. He hasn't really threw for like over 200 yards, really. So it's, I think one game he threw for like 100 yards. It's like, I mean, I know he's a rookie quarterback. They're going to have their bumps and their nicks and whatnot. But it's not like you have a bad offense. I mean, Judkins was back. You have Jeudy. He's not a terrible receiver. I mean, Cedric Tillman went out before he got on the field. But you still have Hannon and Njoku, 2 star tight ends. Your offense isn't that bad. You could throw for 150, 200 yards easily. You should be showing the league why the Browns drafted you over Shador. You know what I mean? Why the Browns took you ahead of Shador.
He's not showing that at all.
He's showing average play. And I say that for the Browns, you have Stevens, whatever his name is, he needs to give the damn Shador a spot. He needs to give him a shot now to see if the Browns could even, because the Browns aren't far out of this division. You got to think the Steelers aren't that, nobody has a good record in that division. I think the highest win total was like 4 wins. You could catch them easily. It would have to be a now situation, though. If you want to make in the playoffs and you're going to want to show the league, hey, we're here to play, you have to try Shador Sanders because Dylan Gabriel is not cutting it.
I agree with that one, Thomas. The Eagles beat the Giants. They got their revenge after that Thursday night football massacre. 38-20. Jalen Hurts threw for 4 touchdown passes, 15 for 20 for 180. Saquon Barkley, though, he's back.
He is back.
14 carries for 150 yards and a tutty and a receiving touchdown. Devontae Smith is having a quietly sneaky good year, by the way, Thomas. Wide receiver 10 in fantasy. He got 6 receptions for 84 yards. Hank Bigsby, 9 carries for 104.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. Cam Scatterby, though, man. As an Eagles fan, as a fan of any team, you got to feel for that kid. You have to feel for it. But, Thomas, you called it, man. He was going to get hurt. He plays crazy. I think this was like, I mean, he didn't do this to himself, but, man, you saw, I don't know if you saw it, but bloody hell, Thomas, that was a bad injury.
I think he tore a tendon in his foot, they said. He fractured his fibula, so which means he broke his fibula. So he's out for season, needless to say. Yeah, we already called that he was going to get injured at some point where there was a concussion or something because he plays aggressive. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying as a running back, you should be playing aggressive and try to run through someone's face. But at the same time, I think Cam Scatterby is going to be a superstar in this league. I really do. I think he's going to be a star at the very least. It's just now he's going to come back off a foot surgery probably by next year. You know, he'll come back in the training. Is he going to be the same? He probably will. But how long is his career going to last? I don't see a career taking that many hits and those many, I don't think it lasts over 5, 6, 7 years, Matt.
But the thing is now, Jackson Dart's going to go into next season. Let's pray Jackson Dart stays healthy. I know he's in our division, but I don't want to see him get injured. That's going to be a strong division next year, by the way. You spoke on that. But next year, you're going to get Scatterby back. You're going to get Malik Neighbors back, and you're going to have a high pick. Maybe draft another receiver because you have a good defensive line. Good front 7. I think that's a little scary. That's a sneaky team, those Giants, man.
That is a super sneak. You keep J-Mo as a backup. You keep Tracy as a backup. Now you got a good running back, good quarterback just in case. You get a good receiver, like you said, draft them high. Theo Johnson hasn't been playing that bad either. Neither is Bellinger. And then offensive line's good. So it's like, you're right. That's a scary division. That really is, especially because of the Washington Redskins aren't bad. Jaden Daniels has been hurt all year. And then you got Dak Prescott. That division's going to be rough. It's going to be tooth and nail fighting for the who's going to take the crown in that division.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun division to watch next year, Thomas. I'm very excited for it. The Buccaneers keep finding ways to win games with all these injuries. They didn't have Evans, of course. They didn't have Godwin. Baker's playing hurt. They're going into their bye week, thank God. But they beat the Saints 23-3. They just got the job done. I mean, there's not much to say about this game besides Rattler got benched. Tyler Shaw will be the new starting quarterback for the Saints. Anything you got to take from this game?
I didn't think Spencer Rattler's been playing that bad all year.
No,
he's been playing pretty decent with the weapons he has. But guess what? Tyler Shaw is probably going to come. They're going to need I don't think you drafted Tyler Shaw so high. I mean, at some point, I was expecting
Second
them to
round
start him.
pick.
Yeah, I was expecting them to start him at some point. I hope he comes in balling because if he doesn't come in balling, he's playing worse than Dylan Gabriel. I mean,
Lord
none of these
mercy.
quarterbacks in this draft class have been playing that good except for Jackson Dart. And it's like next year's draft class isn't supposed to be much better. So I don't know what's going to happen. Like, who do the Saints draft next year?
Well, let's just see how Tyler Shaw looks. Get him some reps. See if he has any juice to him, but I would be shocked about that. If he had any...
Yeah, I'd be super shocked myself. But don't count the man out. He's in the NFL for a reason. They're all professional athletes. I mean, everybody counted Tom Brady out, 7th round pick. They were like, oh, he's garbage. He came in fucking tearing the league up. So you just never know. Maybe Shaw's that guy. I mean, he was drafted in the 2nd round, but you never know. Gotta wait and see.
Well, you never know. I mean, Dak Prescott, he chokes in the playoffs, but he was a 4th round pick. I mean, there's quarterback Brock Purdy. He went to the Super Bowl. He was the last pick in the draft. You never know. Gotta give the kid the shot, though. 7th or 2nd round pick. Talk about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys lose to the Broncos 24-44. Oh, Knicks. He won that game for him. 4 touchdown passes, threw for 250. Roy Franklin, my sleeper. That boy's been playing, Thomas. He's been playing.
Him in one of my leagues, too.
2 touchdown catches for 89 yards, 6 receptions. Guy's a beast. CD Lamb and Pickens both had similar days. Each has 7 receptions for around 75 yards. Dak Prescott had a quiet game, no touchdown passes, and Javonte Williams with 2 touchdowns. The Broncos defense are good. They got a good team defensively and a good team offensively too. They just got to get it going a little bit more on offense. But Patrick Surtain is injured. You're an injury expert. What are you hearing out of Denver?
I don't even know what the injury was because I was trying to look it up. I don't really see what the injury specifically was. Do you know what it was? Was it a hamstring?
It was a pec.
Depends on if he tore the pec. If he tore it, he should be out for a few weeks. But if he strained it, maybe it'll be week to week. It depends on what happens to the pec.
They didn't put him on IR, so that's a good thing.
He probably just strained it. Maybe he went to go tackle somebody else. I didn't see what the injury was 100%. Maybe he went to go tackle somebody, pulled wrong and strained it. Who knows? But Patrick Surtain missing is huge, Luke. That is a big, big, big difference. That's like losing your
Defensive player of the year last season.
Yeah, that's like losing your starting quarterback on the offense. And Patrick Surtain is huge. Nobody throws to that side of the ball. Everybody tries to avoid coverage on him because they know how much of an animal he is. So Patrick Surtain going out is huge for that Broncos defense. We're going to see how they stand up to that because I think they're going to start playing some teams. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they can outlast him being out for a few weeks.
How do you feel about Bo Nix this season? Quarterback 5 in fantasy. And how do you think he's been playing?
I think he was quarterback 7 last year, but Bo is playing with heart, bro. You think last week they were out when they were down like 33-0 going into the 4th, came back and won. You think they were going to lose to the Dallas Cowboys because you're like, there's no way they can beat the Cowboys when they played the Giants like that. Came out and smacked the Cowboys. So Bo Nix is playing with heart, dude. If you're a Broncos fan, you have to love your quarterback because Bo Nix is really good. He's good at football. So
well, that draft class, so many quarterbacks. You had Caleb, Jaden, Drake May, Penix, Bo Nix, JJ McCarthy, even Rattler was in that class. And pretty loaded draft class there. We'll see what Caleb turns into. Rattler got benched. JJ McCarthy's getting another shot. We'll see how that ends.
The who was this year? They had Cam Ward, who's been playing like crap. Shador hasn't even seen the field. Jackson Dart, he's actually pretty good. Tyler Shaw, we'll see how he plays. Quinn Ewers, I thought they were going to start him after if the Dolphins lost. I was expecting them to start him at some point. Will Howard hasn't even seen the field yet. He's been dealing with a hand injury. Riley Leonard's, he'll sit the bench on the Colts for a while. And then Kyle McCord on the Eagles, this draft class arguably is really bad. And next year is not supposed to be better. So if you're tanking for a quarterback this year, it's not the year to do it. Especially because I don't think Jeremiah Smith comes in until next year too, right?
Yeah.
I think he has to play one more season.
He has to play one more season.
Next year's draft class is going to go crazy. This year is not going to be the best draft class. If you're thinking fantasy-wise, I don't see there being that much quarterback, so you better hope you get a receiver or running back that's good. I think the dude from Michigan's Singleton, I think his name is going to enter this year, so he might be a sleeper pick. But
well, Thomas, I agree with you, man. Those 2027 rookie picks, I would hold them tightly because that is going to be a great class. I really do agree with that take.
Really big.
Absolutely.
If you get the 1st round pick and you draft Jeremiah Smith, that's like drafting fucking Jamar Chase.
But we said the same thing about Marvin Harrison.
Harrison's not that bad. He's not a terrible pick. He's pretty average. But I think if you get him a quarterback, because I don't really like Kyler Murray. I'm not high on Kyler. I think
Trey
if you get him a
McBride's
good
a completely different guy with Brissett. he's getting touchdowns now
That's what I'm saying. If I'm
with
the
Brissett.
Cardinals, do you stick with Brissett or do you roll back to Murray? I mean, you got to think Murray gives you the wheels options, but Brissett has the
Yes,
arm. He's been slinging that thing.
he has
I
been.
mean, at some point, Murray's gonna have to lose his job because I don't think he's that good. I think he's lost it after all the injuries he's had. I think he's coming to a slowdown in his career.
He
So
got paid the ACL injury, and it's just gone downhill from there, Thomas.
yeah,
It really
very
has
much
been.
so.
The next game we're going to talk about is the fighting in blue blood. The Colts beat the Titans 38-14. Just a dominant performance again by the Colts, Thomas. I don't know. I don't see us slowing down for the Colts at all. Jonathan Taylor with only 12 carries that resulted in 153 rushing yards and 2 tutties. He also had 2 receptions for 20 yards and a tutty. 3 total touchdowns, 37 fantasy points. Daniel Jones, 3 touchdown passes. Michael Pittman almost had 100 yards. He got a touchdown pass. Downs got a touchdown pass. Lee Thomas, I don't know, man. Those Colts look good. I mean, you must be, but I don't know. You must be feeling good about this team.
I'm feeling it. I love this team this year. Only thing is, if Jonathan Taylor goes down, it's gonna be rough because he's the heart and soul of this team. If this is the year, I'm calling it right now, Luke. If Jonathan Taylor doesn't win MVP this year, they need to change the fucking name of MVP to like rookie quarterback of the year.
Yeah,
Because if
I
Jonathan
agree with
Taylor,
that.
because
I agree with that.
everybody said Saquon didn't win it last year. Saquon ended the season with 15 touchdowns. We are only in week 8, 9, and Jonathan Taylor has 14 fucking touchdowns. That is insane. He's on pace to break LaDainian Thomason's 31 record. I think it is 31.
31.
So if he
I
goes
didn't know that.
31 touchdowns,
No.
and he's on pace to get like 2,400, 2,300 off total offensive yards, he's on pace to go crazy. So if he doesn't win this year, we need to consider changing MVP to really quarterback award. Because if Saquon didn't win it last year, which is crazy, and Jonathan Taylor doesn't win it this year, what are we doing?
Well,
Because
yeah,
they would both
that
get robbed.
that would be a travesty. If this continues on for Jonathan Taylor and he does not win the MVP award, let's just say he does it and he continues this pace, that would be a travesty to the NFL. Absolutely. I agree with that, Thomas.
He's definitely 100% is the most valuable player on that Colts offense. Don't get it twisted. It's not Daniel Jones. He's playing very well. It's not Pittman. It's not Downs. It's not Pierce. It's not Buckner. It's not anybody on that damn team except if Jonathan Taylor goes down, I can tell you right now, we go from playoff, Super Bowl contenders to possibly missing the playoffs with one player going down. That's how big Jonathan Taylor is to this offense. So God be willing he stays healthy for the rest of the season because last year he was playing injured. So hopefully he stays healthy all year this year and he gets us into the playoffs, into the Super Bowl. But Jonathan Taylor going down would be huge for the Colts. I'm calling that now.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he stays healthy too, just for the sake of the league. He's just been putting up crazy numbers. There's not much to say about on the Titans side. Cam Ward threw for 250, 1 touchdown pass, 1 interception. Tajay Spears, after that high ankle sprain in the offseason or preseason game, he is slowly taking that role away from Tony Pollard. Mir Dyke, he's a sleeper receiver. I have him on a couple of my fantasy teams. 7 receptions for 93 yards, but there's not much to say about the Titans since Thomas.
Titans are bad.
And then we have the Packers beat Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers 35-25. The Steelers were looking good at the beginning. Aaron Rodgers was looking fine. And then Jordan Love doing his thing. 360 passing yards, 3 touchdown passes. He looked great. Josh Jacobs is playing with a calf injury. He split carries with Emmanuel Wilson, and Christian Watson came back 4 receptions for 85 yards. They like to spread that ball around, but Matthew Golden, only 3 receptions, 3 targets for 4 yards. I mean, you draft him in the first round. You got to get that boy the ball more. There's not much to say about this game. Oh, Tucker Kraft. Don't forget about him. He went crazy on National Tight Ends Day. 7 receptions, 143 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What do you gather from this game, Thomas? Is there anything that caught your eye? Sunday Night Football?
From Sunday Night Football's game, who's playing again? Jog my memory.
No. Sunday Night Football was the Packers versus Steelers. You watched
Packers
this game.
Packers versus. I definitely watched this game. I ain't gonna lie. I thought the Steelers had them. Mm-hmm. Packers came to life after halftime. They scored like 21 unanswered points or something like that. They were going crazy in the second half. Like you said though, Golden, your number 1 receiver, should be getting more reps, more targets, and not more reps, but more targets. Romeo Dobbs. Yeah, Romeo Dobbs and Jaden Reed's out, and who's really taking snaps on this offense of receiving core? Golden should be going crazy right now. This brings me to my next thing before we switch over to the next team, Luke. Offensive
Hit
rookie of the
me.
year. Who do you think it's going to be? I
Lord have
think it's going to be
mercy.
tighter race than I thought it was between Tyler Warren and Emeka Mbuka. I think
Well,
it's going to be
Emeka
close
Egbuka's
with
been playing with that hamstring injury, and he had a lot of positives because Evans wasn't playing, Godwin wasn't playing at the beginning of the year. He was getting a lot of that, lot of volume from that. But I feel like Tyler Warren's obviously been more consistent, and Buka had a lot more boom games. I mean, I'm not saying Tyler Warren didn't have any boom games, but Tyler Warren, I think if he continues his pace, you guys haven't had your bye week yet, have you?
no. I think we have it week 10 or 11.
I want to pull up his stats actually since you brought that up.
Tyler Warren's playing really good for a rookie tight end. He's on a pace to have a better season than Brock Bowers. That's just that. But I think with Emeka playing hurt, I don't think he's going to have many more. But if Emeka, I think has the lead right now, though. I'm not going to lie.
Right now,
But
I'll admit that. Yeah, I think Emeka has the lead, but I think Tyler Warren, hear me out, 50 targets, 37 receptions, 500 yards. I think he has a good amount of touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. He has a rushing touchdown. Man, I
they lining
mean,
him up everywhere. They
Lord
line
have
that boy
mercy.
up everywhere. He's a good
I knew
blocker.
bro, I cannot believe Loveland went before him. I don't get that.
I think
I
they
really
were
don't.
trying to be. I think
But I mean, when you saw them take Loveland on draft night,
I
what were
was
you
excited.
thinking?
I was so stoked.
Well, so Warren was number 1. So wait, no, going into the draft, you knew the Bears were probably taking a tight end, right? Where you
100%.
hope that you were also hoping for Warren. Would you have been happy with Loveland looking at his profile?
If you look at Loveland in college, he had like comps to like TJ Hawkinson and Travis. He's not a bad. He's a good receiving tight end. He needs to work a little bit on his fun, but he's going to be very good in this league. Don't get me wrong. Loveland's not a scrub, but he's not a Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren was projected easily to go top. Well, at one point he was going to go like top 5. I don't know
Dude, in
why he fell to
college,
15.
Tyler Warren lined up everywhere. He lined up at quarterback. He lined up at running back. He was a tight end. He lined up in the slot, receiver, out deep, out wide. I just don't see a world where I don't understand why Loveland would be for him. But maybe we're talking too early. Ben Johnson playing cute and it's like being a little bit like, hey, I'm not going to play my rookies that much at the beginning of the year. They need to earn it. Maybe. Again, Shane Steichen doesn't play that game, bro. Like, listen, we drafted you 12th overall. We don't really have any tight ends behind you. We're ahead of you. Go play.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
dude, but you must have been ecstatic hearing Tyler Warren to the Colts.
I was excited because that's the best pick. This is the best pick we've had in a few years, to be honest. With I did like the Latu pick last year, and I did like
How's
the
he been
Anthony
playing?
Latu's actually like really good this year. I think he's like
Okay.
top. I think he was number 7. Don't quote me, but I think he's like top 10 defensive end this year. He's actually playing pretty good. He has like 2 interceptions, I believe. He has a couple sacks. He's not playing bad. Latu's playing pretty good. You got DeForest Buckner who's going crazy. Grover's a good backup defensive tackle. You got Kwity Pace playing good. Honestly, there's talks about the Colts going out there and making a splash right now before the free deadline's over. There's talks about it either being another defensive end like Trey Hendrickson or like a cornerback, which I really want to see who they're going to trade for cornerback. Because if they get Chardavius Ward back and then you get another star cornerback and then you got Jalen Johnson and then you got Kenny Moore in the slot, it's going to be that defense would be really, really, really good.
What's your
I would be excited.
What's your dream trade target for your Indianapolis Colts?
It would have to be a team that's probably already out of the playoffs, right? So you can't say. I would say if the Colts are thinking anything cute, they call the Jets. If the Jets are having a fire sale and try to see what we can get for Sauce Gardner. If you can trade a 1st-round pick and like next year's 2nd for Sauce Gardner, he hasn't been playing that good. He's on a slump. But if you put Sauce Gardner on someone's 2nd best player and you have Tre'Davious Ward on the other side, oof, oof.
So you would be so you would be pretty happy if you got Sauce.
I'd be stoked. If we
But
go,
that's
if
your
we go out-
dream. That's your dream right there, Sauce Gardner.
I wouldn't say a dream because he's on a down year, so he can't be that expensive. Actually, I mean, he's not been playing that good. So how much would he cost to bring him to the Colts? I don't even think he's worth the 1st-round pick anymore. To be honest, I think he's probably worth like
Nah.
2 seconds or a second and a third. Truth be told, because he's not this year. He's had a down year. Last year he didn't play so good. So but if you bring him onto the Colts, you put him on as a 2nd cornerback beside Chardavius Ward, we would have a really, really good formidable cornerbacks a tandem right there. Or even if we go trade for somebody else's cornerback, like who else is out of the playoffs that we could trade for right now in this league? Maybe the Titans. I know the Titans don't want to hear that, but if we can go get Snead, I know there was talks about Colts going for Snead and then they didn't go for him. Maybe we go get Snead from the Titans. Who knows? I mean, that's a possibility. I mean, a lot of people don't like trading within division, But if the Titans are out of it, why not go and get like a second round pick or something out of it?
Hey, if you give them an offer they can't resist, then they'll take it.
That's what I'm
But then,
saying.
we'll go into Monday Night Football here. It was a boring game. Chiefs beat the Commanders, led by Marcus Mariota, 28-7. Scary Terry with another quad
Shit
injury.
with that.
And
That's
do you think
what
that's the coldest first down celebration in the league?
No, I mean, I think it's dumb, but it's funny though. But everybody's doing it. It's kind of outplayed. Everybody scores. They do that weird stuff. I like this, like the celebration touchdowns and the dunk on the goalpost and the doing the
Not the
backflip.
first
I like those.
downs.
The first downs don't really get me excited. I like some of the sack celebrations are good. But anyway, the Chiefs dominated the Washington, and we knew it was going to happen. So it wasn't talks about how much they were going to. It was really talks about how much they were going to win by, not if they're going to win. So yeah.
Rashee Rice, though, 9 targets, 9 receptions, 93 yards, and a touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 5 receptions for 53. Travis Kelce, bloody hell, 6 receptions for 99 yards, basically damn near. I mean, yeah, it's 100 yards and a touchdown. Mahomes is playing as an MVP once again. Quarterback 1 in fantasy. Jaden Daniels is back this week for the Commanders, but Thomas, they are 3-5, and now Scary Terry's out already, week 9. Re-injures his quad. Not sure how long he's going to be out for, but
They said he
I
tweaked
can
it.
see him being out until after the bye week. Their bye week's week 12. He can come back week 13 against Denver. But I think Scary Terry's going to be on the IR. Is that IR stand now? I think they're going to hold him out until their bye. He'll be back week 13.
I mean, they said he tweaked his quad. They said he was going to be day to day. Then they held him out this week. Maybe he's back next week. Who knows? But do you
I
want to
would love
play it
that. I
safe
need
and keep
him.
him out for a couple? Keep him out. I know. I went and picked him up, but I mean, I would hope he would come back next week. But you never know. Terry's, it makes a big difference for Jaden, but well, I guess we'll have to wait and see, guys. I mean, it is what it is. Terry's a stud. Sucks to see him hurt. Sucks to see Mike Evans get hurt, and it sucks to see all these players get hurt. A lot of injuries this year. It has not been a good year to gamble on because everybody who gamble on gets hurt, and you're like, "Fuck, just stay on the field." It's like, damn it.
I understand. Yeah,
It's a rough year. It's a rough year in fantasy football in general, let alone gambling, because you don't know who's going to go out with these injuries. Every day, I feel like every game there's been an injury that you're like, damn, this person's out again, or this person's out. Sometimes the games haven't even started. The Colts had 2 players in the same week. They had Anthony Richardson bust his eye socket. He's out on IR, and then you had Tre'Davious Ward get a second concussion. He went on IR before the game even started. The game wasn't even started yet, and they were getting hurt. So it's like, what? I mean, this year's just been a bad year for injuries.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
It really has been. It's people get hurt in the fucking warm-ups and not even making it to the field before the injuries. It's like, yeah, when I see that, I was like, okay, Anthony Richardson, we still have Daniel Jones. Hopefully Daniel Jones doesn't get hurt for the next couple weeks. And then you got to think freaking Tre'Davious Ward's huge for the Colts because we don't really have cornerbacks. We were missing Kenny Moore that week, Jalen Johnson, and Tre'Davious Ward. That's our whole cornerback starting. I was like, it was rough. I was like, oh, snap. And then the announcer even said it. They're like, if the Colts get another injury in this game to the secondary, who are they going to throw into the cornerback? They're going to have to throw a safety on secondary because they don't really have. They were past that threshold to add an extra person from the practice squad.
Ooh, that would
because it has to be within 90 minutes. Yeah, it would have been rough on the Colts. Somehow we pulled it off, and everybody's like, "You guys barely beat the Cardinals. Barely beat the Cardinals." We had nobody to guard them. We had no cornerbacks. It was really bad, and we still beat them. Which I was getting my heart about to get ripped out. I was about to smash my TV because we couldn't guard them for nothing. But we're starting to get healthier. Tre'Davious Ward hopefully comes back in a few weeks. Kenny Moore came back. He mans the slot. Jalen Johnson's supposed to be back this week. We're going to start getting our secondary rolling before the playoffs, and we're going to be a force to be reckoned with as long as Jonathan Taylor stays healthy. If Jonathan Taylor stays healthy, we're in good shape.
You guys got one hell of a team, Thomas, and yeah, health's always a big question mark. I mean, yeah, Jonathan Taylor hopefully stays healthy. I would love to see him make some history. And then I think before we get out of here, Thomas, I think we should talk about Thursday Night Football tomorrow night. We had the Ravens going to Miami. Lamar's back. Ravens win this game.
Oh, 100%. I don't even think there's a question about it. I don't even know how the Dolphins beat the Falcons last week. I was really shocked. And then I see the Dolphins players running off the field. They were yelling, "We're back, baby. We're back. We're going to make." I was like, you guys are not back. You guys beat a Kirk Cousins team. Wait until y'all start playing. Now you guys going to play the Ravens. The Ravens almost beat we're forgetting the Ravens almost beat the Bills in the beginning of the season. It was a really good game. That was probably one of the best games of the season.
They were a fumble away from winning.
So let's say the Ravens are going to be a tough team to beat. There's no way. Their secondary might be sketchy, but with Lamar on that field, you're going to have to stop that offense. And I don't think the Dolphins defense is stopping Lamar's led offense, especially with, I think their starting cornerback, which their cornerbacks are already trash anyway. Duck is out for season. I don't know if you've seen that. I forgot to mention
Yeah, I
that.
saw that.
So Duck's out. Who's their starting cornerback now? The dude Razul Douglas from the Bills that
Yeah,
they picked up. Outside of that, who else do they have? They have no corners. The secondary's been sketchy. I mean, there's no way they're stopping Lamar this week. Lamar's a whole MVP quarterback. You beat Kirk Cousins, whip-de-doo, but there's no way you're beating an MVP caliber quarterback that just came off of. He's coming off rest, pretty much. He's gonna be kind of somewhat fresh. I'll say like 90%, 80%.
yeah, I agree, Thomas. I think, yeah, Ravens win that game tomorrow, Miami, and then maybe possibly a firing of Mike McDaniels. We'll see how it goes, but
It's
it's
gonna
gonna
be
be
a.
on Amazon Prime, and
I think it's.
we would place a bet, but Thomas is currently banned from Hard Rock
I would
bets.
say I'm banned, but I went to go log in today. And I don't know if it's because I was using this. I was playing on the slots last night. I texted Luke. He's like, I don't see it on my side, but I was still playing slots because it gave it to me. So why not? And I woke up today and I can't log in. I tried reaching out to the Hard Rock and seeing what's going on because I don't know why they were like. I think one of them said you're using a VPN. I was like, I don't even know how to use a VPN. But yeah, hopefully I can get into this account in the next 24 hours so I can place a $100 bet on the game because I'm probably going all in on the Ravens. I might even place a $200 bet on the Ravens. Place like a Ravens to win by a touchdown, Zay Flowers to get 50 yards, Derrick Henry to go for 65, straight like that. I think they're gonna destroy the Dolphins. I think it's gonna be a slaughterhouse. I
I
think
love that.
it's gonna be a slaughter. It's gonna be very bad. The Dolphins are not ready for the Ravens team with Lamar Jackson.
I
So
agree,
we'll
man.
see. We'll see.
We'll see
But
about that, and then, yeah, I think next week I'm gonna be out of town, Thomas, Tuesday night, so we'll record again Wednesday night. 'Cause I'll be back Wednesday, and of course, guys will be here Saturday night. We'll be recording. We'll post it on Sunday. Besides that, Thomas, one hell of a week 8. We gotta go into week 9. Fantasy football playoffs right around the corner. Week 9, week 10, week 11, 12, 13. What, 5 weeks, 6 weeks left until round
some
1.
people some people start around 12, some people start around 15. It's getting to that point where fantasy season's about to come to an end, which is sad. But gambling season still keeps going, baby. Got to keep the
Well,
money
just
rolling.
dude, fantasy just goes by so fast, and we wait so long for it every year.
Yeah, it does go by quick. It's like it's a depressing season where from February. I ain't gonna lie, I do like seeing the draft, like who they get in the draft, and I do like
Yeah,
seeing I do like the trades that happen in the offseason. That excites me. I do like March time when they're starting to open up the trade deadlines and
but then
April for the draft. But then
and then
from
the
May
NBA
all the way to
playoffs,
like July, it's like a drought of sports. Because
yeah,
once the NBA is over, it's like who's left for those 2 months?
baseball, that's it.
It's like not baseball is not. I don't think baseball comes out yet. I think over the summer, I really think it's golf, and I think when does baseball come back? July, right?
Something
Because I
like
think
that, I don't
baseball's
know.
season starts in September or November, October. I think yeah, September, October, September.
Yeah,
Is it
well, I mean,
September?
that is I
No, it
mean,
can't be September because already.
those
You're
months
right.
suck.
No, you're right. You're right. It is just baseball in the summer because it's 180 games. There's no way in hell the season starts in September and it's already in the World Series.
Yeah, I think it's during the
It would have to
summer.
start in the summer. Yeah, you're right.
And the Miami Marlins
But
suck. There's no I mean, they got a little bit of juice, but I don't really watch baseball like that. Panthers are good. We
heck,
got the Panthers. Miami Heat look good.
Miami Heat
They're
looked good
playing with
this
some
year.
pace.
Quez, he didn't play at all good last year, and now this year he's out of nowhere playing like he was playing like the year before. The year before
Well,
he was playing like, yo, this guy's a stud, and then last year he was like dog shit. This year he's playing with some heart again. It's like, yes, we need this because I'm a big fan of the Miami Heat. Please trade Tyler Hero. I think he's a liability on defense. I mean, people say he's a walking bucket, but the kid has to shoot shots to get hot. I mean, everybody does, but I think he shoots like 40 shots a game. It makes like I mean, so I would be a big fan of the Heat trading him and getting as much draft capital as you can, or getting a few extra good players to piece around Bam, because Bam is now the foundation of the Miami Heat.
And
At
he's like what, 28 now. He's in his prime. Get him another bucket. We got Powell. Powell could play that Tyler Hero role.
Powell's been playing pretty good this year. I mean,
Yeah.
we got rid of Dunk. We dropped Duncan's contract, which was a huge blessing. We were able to trade him away to the Pistons, I believe.
And we got Simone that one dude, Simone, in return. That boy's balling. And he's like, what, 6'8", and he's taller than Duncan, better defense than Duncan. You could body him, but not people were bodying Duncan. People were bodying Hero.
Yeah, I feel
This
like
team's different, bro.
if the Heat could trade Hero and get like a few better players, or like what I mean, trade it for a few average players just to piece around Bam, I think we'll be in better situation than keeping Hero. To be honest, I don't like Hero. I like him as a player. He does, he's good, but is he worth a max contract and taking up all this space? And can I get a draft? Can I trade him to like who would need a Tyler Hero right this year? I mean, not the Lakers, not the maybe the Mavs. The Mavs don't have a point guard. They've been running with Cooper, and Cooper has not been good. Cooper's out of place. They need to put Cooper down at power forward because him at point guard's not it. If you get him to Tyler Hero to the Mavericks somehow, you get a bunch of maybe take PJ Washington and a couple draft picks or something. Or I don't know. We need something.
I
Maybe
agree,
for
man.
Kyrie. Maybe trade him for Kyrie Irving and like a pick or something. Just because you're taking the older guy.
We'll see what happens at the deadline for the NBA season, but we're going to focus on the NFL deadline. That's next Tuesday. We'll see what happens
A
and
lot of
get
big
ready for week
trades.
9.
A lot of big trades supposed to be coming down the pipeline, guys. There's Adam Schefter. I've been watching him on Twitter. He keeps saying the Colts are going to make a splash. The Chargers are supposed to make a splash because the Chargers want a better running back. Jim Harbaugh loves his running backs. You know damn sure the Colts need a defensive end or even a cornerback. There's a lot of teams that need even the Chiefs. The Chiefs need a better running back, especially with Pacheco going down. Pacheco going down for a couple of weeks might open the door for a Brees Hall situation or something like that to come through there. There's a lot of good teams that are coming to these. Even the Bills. The Bills are supposed to be on the market for a true number one receiver. They don't really
Jacoby
have that.
Myers.
Jacoby Myers could be a solid pickup for them. You know what I mean? Or if the what else could they actually get? Jacoby Myers definitely he put in for a trade request and he doubled down on it like last week. He still wants to be traded at some point. But you could if you're the Bills, they need a true number one because Coleman he had one good game the first game of the season and disappeared. Khalil Shakur has not been playing that good. So you're in another situation where Josh Allen just has a bunch of average receivers around him and he's trying to win with James Cook. You know what I mean? So I mean Kincaid's been good, but they need like a number one receiver. I would reach out. I don't want to say reach out to the Chargers for like Quentin Johnson because he's not that good, but somebody.
We'll see what happens.
They need another receiver.
We'll know about next Tuesday.
Yeah, we will.
But I think that's it really for us, Thomas. Gotta get ready for work tomorrow. We will be back Saturday night, video in the morning Sunday. We're gonna stay consistent, of course. And we appreciate everyone for watching. Like, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, The Long Shot and the Lock. We got get some videos up on there. And then we've just been busy, guys. Baby shower was last weekend. Thomas got school with 2 babies. I'm building a baby's room right now. I gotta go back and build the dresser. So you remember those days, Thomas.
I was in the hospital the week before. It's been a rough 2 weeks for us.
Danielle was in the hospital. I mean,
yeah, we haven't been posting as consistent, but it's been because of it's been a lot going on. But we're not stopping. That's the point. That's the whole key is here. Stay consistent. Don't stop. Even if you hit a slump, keep going. Because we could easily wrap it up and be like, okay, we're done. We stopped. We lost momentum. But no, we're going to keep going. Build the momentum back up. Keep streaming. Keep streaming. Keep streaming. And then hopefully by next year, we'll be good. Or the year after that. I'm hoping in a 5-year time frame, we're getting some views here. We're already getting views on TikTok like crazy. I'm hoping that translates to YouTube, which if I hit another parlay on Hard Rock, a good one, might just start paying for advertisements. Get our YouTube going out there.
Same here, bud. But guys, thanks for watching. We will see you Sunday morning before the week 9 slate.